All right, good morning. I'm enjoying another delicious cup of my favorite coffee from Amsterdam, just right over on 13th Street. Anyhow, so we're walking through the park, and if you guys don't know me by now, I'm Mark Willie. And who are you?
Paul Shannon here with Pacifica Commercial Realty, just out for a nice stroll and chatting with Mark.
Chit-chatting. Matt's doing his best backwards moon dance, as he always does. So Paul, we were talking before we started filming, and I just told you I don't know one thing about your business.
Yeah, so we're a commercial real estate business based out of here in Paso Robles. Been in the local area about 30 years, originally founded as Hastings Enterprises and then merged as Pacifica.
Okay.
So we offer kind of full service commercial brokerage, which is sales and leasing, as well as property management for about 1 million square feet here in the Paso Robles area.
Okay. So you're primarily North County?
North County is kind of our bread and butter. We do a little bit in San Luis now and then, but we know the market up here in Paso and we love it. So.
Gotcha. Okay. I always like to talk to my video people, subjects, if you will. What impact the whole COVID mess had or is possibly still having on your business in particular?
Yeah, so obviously COVID hurt our business a lot, just with primarily retail type tenants. So we have a lot of tenants that we manage that were restaurants, clothing stores, you name it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of, from the start of COVID, we said, what can we do to help and how do we work with our owners to help these tenants? So, a couple of our owners that own a lot of large centers, they said, hey, we're going to do 25 to 50% off the rent, just starting off to help you guys get through COVID. So luckily, the city of Paso did a lot to try to encourage the businesses with outdoor dining and allowing it. So there wasn't a lot of activity during COVID, but knock on wood, a lot of our restaurants and retail stayed. We don't see a lot of closed shops. We don't see a lot of vacant spaces.
Right.
If we look at San Luis, they had a different policy in place, and it seemed to kind of hurt their downtown a lot more than Paso. So kudos to the city of Paso for keeping our businesses open and running.
Yeah, absolutely. I can attest to that. When you go to certain other cities, we'll leave the names nameless for the time being, but there's still, you see boards on windows, you see long-standing restaurants having gone out of business, and we just didn't see much of that around here in Paso Robles, thank goodness. So.
Yeah, so it was a great program by both the owners and the city to really come together and help everybody stay in business, which is what we love to see.
Absolutely. So you probably get some common questions from either potential customers or clients or tenants. What are just some like the top 1, 2, 3 things that come across your desk or questions on a daily basis?
Yeah, definitely for a new business starting out, somebody coming in and say, hey, I'm looking to lease my first retail space or my first office for my company. Understanding the difference between a gross and a triple net lease. So
what does that mean?
A gross lease is going to be where the owner provides the taxes, insurance, and maintenance for the building.
Okay.
The tenant's usually still going to pay their utilities, but they kind of take care of the high level costs, and that gets passed through the tenant as a gross rent, so you don't pay anything else.
Gotcha.
On a triple net building, you as the tenant pay your property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. So what happens is at the beginning of the lease, you have your base rent, which is just your cost for your building. And then every month they bill you a monthly amount called CAMs, common area maintenance, and your triple nets. And that gets passed through to you. So you may have a base rent of, let's say, $1,000 plus $100 a month in triple net expenses.
Gotcha.
And so you pay those throughout the year. And then at the end of the year, they reconcile all those. So say your insurance ended up being a little cheaper than you expected, tenant gets a refund back. Say the insurance ended up costing more, you got to pay that at the end of the year.
Gotcha.
So you're paying true costs throughout the entire term of the lease, but you got to get them reconciled every year. So those get passed on to you. So that's the big difference between a gross lease where you don't pay the property taxes, insurance, and maintenance directly. Triple net, you do pay them directly.
Okay, well, cool. And listen, I know we could probably do another 30 minutes of this, but let's cut it for here. How do people get in touch with you?
Paul Shannon, Pacifica Commercial Realty. We're online at pacificacommercialrealty.com or 805-237-4040.
Love it. Appreciate it. Paul, we'll do it again
Mark,
at some point.
Thanks for the time.
Mark with Loan Depot here in Paso. We'll see y'all next time. Appreciate it.